I only spent 5 days hunting snipers, and that's an experience in itself, and not a good one.
You can't imagine until you experience it, but yet once you see an older man crying, like, it just really hits you, and it's just like, wow.
What we started out with, and our vision for this project, was that we wanted to be able to interview, not us, but we wanted to be able to work with high schools and junior highs to interview the remaining World War II veterans that we have, with their own personal stories of how and when they served during World War II. Denver, who's with us today, Denver Kuntz, who came to me, and he asked me, he said, he says, we really would like for the kids to understand the sacrifice that our generation made to secure the freedoms that we have today.
I have never ever seen kids so enthusiastic about learning and knowing more and finding out more. So yeah, this has been a great project.
So for me, it's like hearing all their stories, and you don't really realize like the sacrifice they have to make until they tell you about it. And I don't know, like our first interview, he told us that like you can't understand the war unless you were there.
The technology that they have, that they're taking away from this, the knowledge of technology, is probably more than they would ever get from just strictly a video production class.
We talked about maybe what we ought to do is allow the kids to actually purchase. We have the classes within these districts that volunteered to do this, to buy equipment to be able to interview one-on-one with the kids, with the veterans. We felt that was a good idea because it put them together face-to-face to serve intergenerational project. It was an intergenerational project.
And through various community members, we got the names of World War II veterans, and we began setting different dates for them to come in and work with us. And we've been learning what kind of camera equipment we need to use and lighting. We've done a lot of research on sound, and then we did our mock interviews so that we could make sure that we had all our equipment going.
Okay.
Illinois World War II Veterans Board has created a website in conjunction with our technology district, and all of their videos will be posted on there. And then their raw footage is also going to the National Archives in Washington.
A history class, and yes, you learn like this battle took place on this date and everything, but you really don't stop and think about it, like how there were actually people there that were on the front lines, like fighting for what you have now.
Our veteran came in with this huge bag of stuff, and it was just so neat. Like he had like this like box case with all his medals, and he won like the Purple Heart, and like he was explaining everything to us, and it was just so neat to like see what he had to do to like, get those medals.
And it's crazy to think that these people were my age, going off to fight in a war and go to the front lines and risk their life for people that they don't even know that are back home. And they're risking their life, and they're going away from their family. Like, I'm having a hard time going away to college for a couple of weeks, for a week at a time to go away from college, and they had to leave for a year or more, and I just can't imagine.
I'm interested in people learning what our sacrifices were, what it was like. I was surprised at how interested they were, and I'm also surprised at how well they did it. We're deficient in history, and this is one way of getting some history and finding out what not only the founding fathers, but some of the others have done for this country. I had a lot of relatives that didn't particularly care over that. But these young people were interested.